You want to know what feels good? Like, really good? Watching someone's perfect little life just fall apart. That's the feeling. People talk about making things, building a legacy. It's all garbage. The real rush, the only one that feels real anymore, comes from breaking things. Especially people. I spend my time online. I look for winners, the ones with perfect, shiny lives that just make you sick to your stomach. Like they never had a bad day in their lives. It's not right. It's an imbalance, so I fix it. My computer is the only thing that's ever listened to me, and it taught me how to make others listen. My first project was this kid, Leo, a real golden boy. Perfect student, perfect future, top of his class in some Ivy League law school. I hated him instantly. His Instagram profile was practically glowing. The comments made me want to scream. It was as if this kid never had a single thing go against him. I would fix that. The attack was simple. I created a short, deep-faked audio clip of Leo on the phone, laughing about how he got a copy of the final exam for a big, difficult class and was selling it for $300. To make it undeniable, I also fabricated screenshots of text messages showing him arranging the sale with another student and a fake Venmo transaction, complete with a memo that said, "For the study guide." I bundled the audio, the screenshots, and sent them all anonymously to the dean of the university's Academic Integrity Committee. With multiple pieces of evidence, there was really no doubt. It was a career-ending academic fraud charge. His perfect future was gone. Hi, he should have heard him, whining on the phone to the dean, his parents. He swore it wasn't true, how he was being framed. No one believed him, of course. The evidence was overwhelming. Wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in a mental hospital. Weakling. That one felt good, but it was just an appetizer. Ruining some clueless kid is one thing, but watching a whole family burn? That's another level of art. That's when I found this guy, Mark. His Facebook was a joke. Happy wife, happy kids, happy anniversary posts, year after year. It made me angry. I got into his home network. It's amazing how many people still used password 123. And once I was in, I had access to their smart home system. I became a ghost in their house, listening through their living room soundbar. My first video, sent to his wife's phone, was subtle. A deep fake of him looking exhausted, confessing to a friend on the phone that he felt trapped in his life. You can't prove that's a lie, can you? It's more like a feeling. The fight they had that night was awesome. I listened to the entire thing through their speakers. Over the next few days, I kept listening in, and things started to shift. He was desperate, pleading, and he was good at it. He kept saying, "You know me, Sarah. You know I would never say that." And I could hear her resolve cracking. She was starting to believe him. My art, my perfect little crack in their foundation, they were starting to plaster over it. He was undoing my work, and I couldn't let that happen. The lesson was not sticking. So I went back to work. This time there would be no room for doubt. I grabbed footage of Mark at his desk after hours. I found a picture of some woman he worked with on LinkedIn. I spent the next 2 days creating my masterpiece. A seamless, explicit deepfake of the two of them together right there in his office. Undeniable. I sent it everywhere. His wife, his boss, the entire HR department. The fallout was nuclear. I put their living room speakers on a loop. I heard the sound of a phone smashing against a wall. I heard her screaming at him to get out, her voice raw with a kind of hatred I'd only dreamed of creating. The best part wasn't listening to him get fired over the phone. It was the silence afterward. The sound of her alone in the house, barking his life belongings into black trash bags. I listened for hours. He couldn't handle one little bump in the road. Pathetic. He wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in my life. And now he gets to live in the wreckage of his. That's real justice. Then you have the saints, the activists, the ones who build a career on pretending to care. This woman, Celeste, she was my best work. She was a professional do-gooder. Rallies, news, interviews, just signed a massive book deal. It felt like she was selling this idea that she was better than everyone else. The hypocrisy was infuriating. Something had to be done, and it needed to look good. I created a masterpiece, a 2-minute clip framed like it was shot on a shaky phone hidden by a friend at a private party in her apartment. I scraped photos from her social media to perfectly recreate her living room as the background. I used audio from her Instagram reels to clone her relaxed, laughing voice. Then I had her, supposedly a few drinks in, drop the mask and go on the most vile, racist rant imaginable. I sent the file to a sleazy gossip blog pretending I was a disgusted friend who couldn't stay silent anymore. It was perfect. It was her word against a video that looked 100% real. The fallout was immediate. The book deal, gone. She even made it on CNN. They savaged her for her deepfake excuse. The best part was that a couple of her activist friends went on TV to say how shocked and betrayed they were, just for their 5 minutes of fame. Unbelievable. She deleted everything and vanished. Her life wasn't just ruined, it was vaporized. I can honestly say, I have never been more proud. The nerve of that woman to act so high and mighty. She couldn't even handle a single controversy. Pathetic. So who's next? Maybe it's the person who just posted a picture of their new car. Maybe it's the couple who just announced their engagement. Or maybe it's you. Yes, you. The one listening to this. You think I don't know you're here? I see the light from your screen reflected in your eyes. I know what you post. I know who you love. And I know your life looks just a little too perfect, a little too unfair. So go on, keep posting on Instagram about your perfect little life. You never know who's saving your photos. Thanks for listening. If you could find the time to leave a like or a comment, I would really appreciate it, as it helps the channel grow. Thanks a lot and have a great night.